my name is Naysy and welcome to my channel. Today we are unboxing and installing the Samsung 860 EVO. This is the new model of the 850 EVO, which I'm running in my old PC, running really well, and lovely MWAVE sent this out to me, and it's perfect timing because I just finished building my new PC. So I'm really excited to install this and add some extra storage to my new PC. If you're not familiar with the advantages of having an SSD or a solid state drive, like hard drive, they are a lot more reliable because they have no moving parts, so that means they are faster and also more reliable because there's nothing mechanical that's going to break. So I've always opted for SSD where possible. My old PC, I run the operating system and all like my important files on the SSD, and then have a hard drive for like videos, extra games, files, that kind of thing. Like in the past, opting for the SSD has been really expensive, but the prices are coming way down, which is really good. So this is the 250 gig model. I think it's about 130 Australian dollars. So it makes it a lot more viable to install it in your new PC builds. I believe this one's a lot faster than the previous one. I don't have the exact specs, but you can use old mate Google to look it up. Yeah, it's newer, it's gonna be better. Yeah, let's install it. Let's go.
Alright, just taking it out of the box. It is so light and so little. Look how little it is, so tiny. It comes in a 250 gig, 500 gig, 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, or 4 terabyte option. And the form factors come in 2.5 inch M SATA or M.2. Alright, so the SSD uses a SATA connection, so I've grabbed these ones out and we're going to plug it into our power supply now. So I haven't cable managed yet, I just want to get all the cables out of the way first, so that's what we're doing now. Alright, with the panel we took out of our PC case. We then need to find some screws that we can attach to the SSD and the little attachment thing. I believe these screws came with the case. I kind of just went through all my screws and see which ones would work. Correct me if that's wrong. It's going to sit this way into the PC, and our SATA slots, we want to make sure they are facing towards the motherboard so we can plug in the SATA nice and easily. Put that in there. Alright, we screwed the SSD onto the panel. Hopefully these screws are the right size. They fit alright, so hopefully it fits okay. So now it's time to pop it into our case. So this can slide on really nicely as well, but we're going to plug in the cable. I do need to find this cable here, so I'm going to have to go through my cables and hunt that one down. So this one's for the power and this one's to send the information to the motherboard. So an issue I remember coming across my last build is finding a cable that goes the right way. These are all kind of L shapes, which can be a real pain when you're trying to cable manage and get things to sit nicely. Alright, and here we have the SATA cable. This is going to send the information from the SSD to our motherboard. I found this cable in the motherboard box, and now I just need to work out which one it plugs into on my motherboard. Alright, so I've just plugged in this, the SATA cable up the top there. So this motherboard's a little weird. I've never seen them on the side like that before. Just there, that's where I've plugged in, that's where my SATA ports are. They're going to be different for everyone on each motherboard. On my other motherboard, I think there's somewhere else. So now I need to feed that cable through. I'll try to feed it through the bottom and up to the SSD probably. Alright, I fed through the two cables very awkwardly. So now let's plug them in. We have this one for the power. And the cable's going into the power supply, and then this one which goes to the motherboard. Which way does it go? Not that way. This way, maybe. In. Alright, so that's all plugged in now. So now we have to try and hook it up through these latches on the case. There we go. And now I can screw it in. Now SSD is installed. Alright, because of how my PC is laid out, I did have to format the disk, so I went into disk management and formatted it, and now it is showing up in my Finder or whatever it's called, Windows partition.